Good evening, and welcome to Dan Bain's Sleepy Time Mumbles, a podcast you can miss. I'm Dan Bain, and every episode I improvise a low-stakes podcast for you to fall asleep to. I was disappointed to not be able to release a bonus episode this month, and to be fair, it seems unlikely I'll be doing so next month either, but fingers crossed. Despite that, monthly episodes are scheduled in and will continue. After all, I don't just have listeners, I also have subscribers who require a bare minimum. If you would like to be informed of the things that are stopping me from providing the thing that you actually want, please feel free to sign up for the newsletter. You can find that at iamdanbain.com or a easy link in the show notes. Before I begin this evening's episode, I'd like to share some listener feedback. This listener feedback comes from Hello, You Are a Nice Person via Apple Podcasts in the United States of America. They begin, I swear to God, this man is one of the good folk. I don't know what it is, but something about the randomness of the whole thing just doesn't feel like a regular human being creates it. That being said, he must infuse it with some kind of fairy magic, because I have never found a better sleep podcast. 5 golden stars. I refuse to answer these baseless, unfounded allegations. I am a regular human person, and that is the end of the matter. There will not be any further discussion on potential otherworldliness of my origin. The matter is closed. Hello, you are a nice person. Closed. If you would like to make a baseless allegation about my origins, natural or supernatural, then you can do so via wherever you found this podcast. Usually that's Apple Podcasts, but I see you people reviewing on Audible. I see you. Fun fact on Audible, you can give out 10 golden stars because they break it into 2 categories. Anyway, if you were to do that, it would greatly help the podcast and no doubt amuse me to no end. But not now. They can wait. For now, put down your phones, turn off your screens, close your eyes. Now it's time to be mumbled to sleep. Season 4, Episode 15, Taxi Dispatch Simulator. Before I begin this evening's episode, allow me to put in context for those of you who may not be aware of it, what a taxi is. A taxi is like an Uber, but not on your phone, and actually run by a company who are responsible for the entirety of the service, not just the digital infrastructure that connects drivers to passengers. You used to only be able to order them on a telephone, which meant that there were people who had to answer the telephone. That is the context in which this evening's episode lives. I hope this contextual note was not condescending. And now, on with the episode. Good evening, welcome to Mumbles Taxi Services, the only taxi service to operate during the night time. You're speaking with Dan. Could I get your name, please? Roberta, how can I help you this evening? A taxi, you say? Just the one? Very good. And where would you like to go this evening? The Opera House? No problem. And where would you like picked up from? Your house? Alright, and what is your address? It's 276 Castle Reach Road. Wonderful. How many passengers will be travelling this evening? Just you. Very good. Are you ready to be picked up? Now? Very good. A driver is on his way and should be approximately 7 minutes. Thank you, Roberta, and remember, we're the taxi company that always answers the phone. Good evening. Welcome to Mumbles Taxi Services, the only taxi service with 2 operating taxis. You're speaking with Dan. Can I get your name to begin with? Karen. Oh, Karen. Karen, oh, Karen. That's spelt just like it sounds. Okay. Karen, where would you like to go this evening? Home? Okay. I'm going to need you to give me the address to your home before we can get you there. Open Park Drive. What number Open Park? Number 1. Okay. And where do you need picked up from there, Karen? Where should I dispatch a cab to? You're at 101 Sobolobo Road? 101 Sobolobo. Okay. Well, cab is on its way now, and we'll aim to be with you within the next 10 minutes. Please wait outside. Do you have your hailing flag with you? If you don't, you can just wave a shoe and the driver will know that it's you. Yes, I'm sorry, that's our policy in Sobolo Road pickups. There's been a lot of people just getting in the cab and going to a destination they probably didn't want to go to. I know. Yeah, that's probably confidential. So, anyway, before you go, just remember, Karen, here at Mumbles Cabs, we're the only taxi service in town. Good evening. Welcome to Mumbles Taxi Service. You're speaking with Dan. Mumbles Taxis, the only taxi service that makes you pay by the minute for calling them. Could I get your name to begin with, please? Mike. Thanks, Mike. Is that spelt? It doesn't matter how it's spelt. You're never going to see your own name written down. Where would you like picked up from this evening, Mike? Okay. Can you be a little more specific? the forest is very large, so we're going to need something a little more concrete to let the driver know where to pick you up. Are you deep in the forest? Or are you just on the outskirts? You're in a cave? Okay. Cave in the forest? Do you know if is that the cave with the glowworms? Or is that the cave? Oh, it's the cave with the bones. Okay. We're going to prioritize your cab there, Mike. And where are you going this evening? Okay, to the docks. Alright. No particular address, you just want to be dropped off at the docks. Alright, well it sounds like you're having a great evening so far. Thanks, Mike. We're dispatching a cab now. They should be with you. It's going to take the driver a while to weave through the trees, but hopefully sometimes within the next 30 minutes or so. Alright, okay. You stay safe. And before you go, just remember, Mumbles Cabs is the only cab service that doesn't ask any questions, irrespective of how damp you are when you get in the cab. Alright. Thank you. No, thank you. Goodbye. Good evening. You've reached Mumbles Cab Services. You're speaking with Dan, Mumbles Cabs, the only cab company that will pay you if we get lost. That's right, we guarantee our map finding abilities of our drivers so highly that if we get lost, we pay you to drive us home. It's a role reversal service. Unless you've been drinking, in which case we pull over until you sober up, and the driver, all of whom carry a bottle of whiskey in the glove box, will proceed to get on it. It's a role reversal service, you see. Hello? Hello? Curse these prank callers. Hello and welcome to Mumbles Taxi Service, the only taxi service that will bring home your trailer. You're speaking with Dan. Can I ask your name, please? Song? Okay, Song. How can I help you this evening? Of course, you can ask me anything. Yes, we do have We do have a livestock cab available. How many animals do you wish to transport? And is it you as well as the 2 goats, or just the two goats? Okay. And where are they going? They're going to the farm. Okay. No, we know the farm. There is only one farm in town after all. And we all know what happens there. No, I don't mean anything by that. I apologize. Are the goats ready to depart now? Wonderful. Are they well trained? Because they will need to wear seatbelts. I see. Very good. Alright, well, thank you for calling, and just remember, Mumbles cabs, for all your getting somewhere needs. Good evening. You've reached Mumbles Cab Services. You're speaking with Dan, Mumbles Cabs, the only cab company that will pay you if we get lost. That's right, we guarantee our map finding abilities of our drivers so highly that if we get lost, we pay you to drive us home. It's a role reversal service. Unless you've been drinking, in which case we pull over until you sober up, and the driver, all of whom carry a bottle of whiskey in the glove box, will proceed to get on it. It's a role reversal service, you see. Hello? Hello? Curse these prank callers. Hello? Welcome to Mumbles Cabs. You're speaking with Dan at Mumbles Cabs, the only taxi company where the chief executive answers the telephone. Before we begin, could I get your name, please? Taranthema? Okay. And where are you going this evening, Taranthema? To the club? Okay. And where would you like to be picked up from? The other club? Okay. So, just to confirm, I have Taranthema going from the club to the other club. How many people will be travelling this evening, Taranthema? 12 of you. Okay. I'm to need to book one of our minivans for you. So that's going to be an extra $1.50 for that. If that is to your liking. Okay. And would you like to upgrade to a minty fresh van? For an extra $1, we make sure the van smells minty fresh. And also, if anyone accidentally licks the windows, it will also taste minty fresh. That's the minty fresh promise. Okay, so just to confirm, that's a minty fresh minivan picking you up from the club to go to the other club. And are you ready to be picked up now? Great. Okay, we'll see you soon. Thank you for using Mumbles Cab Service. Mumbles Cab Service. The only cab service with the minty fresh option. We're going to take that to the marketing department and get them to punch that up, because it didn't roll off the tongue like I thought it would. The minty fresh special. Mumbles Cabs. You have a little bit of time for me to workshop this idea? Great. What about Mumbles Cabs? The only cab with the minty fresh special. Mumbles Cabs. You can taste the savings, and the savings taste like mint. Okay, it's mint time. Let's get in a mint flavoured taxi cab. A taxi. Sick of Tic Tacs? Try Tic Taxis. Okay, anyway, thank you. We're sending your vehicle now. Good evening. You've reached Mumbles Cab Services. You're speaking with Dan. Mumbles Cabs, the only cab company that will pay you if we get lost. That's right, we guarantee our map finding abilities of our drivers so highly that if we get lost, we pay you to drive us home. It's a role reversal service. Unless you've been drinking, in which case we pull over until you sober up, and the driver, all of whom carry a bottle of whiskey in the glove box, will proceed to get on it. It's a role reversal service, you see. Hello? Hello? Could curse these prank callers. There was Season 4, Episode 15, Taxi Dispatch Simulator. Sleepy Time Mumbles is produced by Noosed Octopus and presented and created by me, Dan Bain. You can follow the show through a plethora of clickable links, all cunningly placed in the notes for this episode. It would be great if one day you clicked them. Until next time, good night. Sleep tight.